the world's most generous football players. Football players constantly strive to set an example for the rest of us, and one way they accomplish this is by giving to charity and being enthusiastic about a cause. Reviewing a list of the world's most charitable football players is appropriate. One need not be the wealthiest football player in the world to be among the most generous. Due to the high revenues that football players typically bring in for their teams, some claim that modern footballers have developed a greedy mentality. However, the sum of money that some of these sportsmen give annually to different causes proves otherwise. Hello and welcome to Eto'o for Football channel, a channel where you can find everything about football players, clubs, salaries, and more. Today in this video you will find who are the most charitable football players in the world. Let's find out. Are you curious to see if your favorite footballer is charitable enough to make this list? Let's see. Number 1. Didier Drogba. Drogba's name will undoubtedly come up in conversation if you begin by discussing football players who donate a portion of their salaries to charitable organizations. A 5-year-old civil conflict in Didier Drogba's native Ivory Coast was put an end by his efforts to aid the country's citizens at the 2006 World Cup. He was listed among the top 100 influential persons of 2010 by Time magazine. In order to assist in enhancing the healthcare and educational systems in Africa, Drogba also established the Didier Drogba Foundation in 2007. Didier Drogba has given more to his country off the field than most others. Number 2. Lionel Messi. Considered by many as the best football player in the world, Lionel Messi, the brand ambassador of UNICEF, is definitely known for being one of the most charitable football players in the world. He has been actively reaching out to and helping the less privileged children in Nepal, Bangladesh, and Indonesia through the Asia campaign, which resulted in the improvement of the education systems in Indonesia, Nepal, and Bangladesh. Other than his work with UNICEF, Messi also contributes money to community projects in Argentina. And on top of that, he paid for the renovation and modernization of a hospital in his hometown. Number 3. Cristiano Ronaldo. One of the most well-known football players now involved in charitable work is Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo received the Athletes Gone Good award for most charity activities in recognition of his charitable efforts. Ronaldo is renowned for contributing $83,000 to a charity for a 10-year-old boy's operation. Rarely do you find athletes who have given as much to charity as Ronaldo has. He is the richest football player who supports charities, with an estimated net worth of $108 million. Ronaldo auctioned off his Golden Boot medal in 2012 to earn €1.5 million for the construction of a school on the Gaza Strip. Ronaldo got involved with the Save the Children Foundation, a foundation formed to raise money for the earthquake relief in Nepal after the country was hit by a major earthquake back in 2015. Number 4. Mesut Ozil. Mesut Ozil performed one of the most unselfish acts when he gave Brazil, the host nation of the World Cup, £237,000 of his World Cup winnings in order to pay for the surgery of 23 Brazilian youngsters. Ozil did it one more in 2017. Through his work with My Shining Star, he gave cancer patients the chance to realize their goals. For example, he once invited one patient to be his special guest for a match against Sunderland. Number 5. Michael Essien. One of the world's most giving football players is the former member of the Ghanaian national team and Jose Mourinho's favorite choice for the midfielder position. One of the most well-known football players' charitable foundations, the Michael Essien Foundation, was established by Essien himself, and it is renowned for supplying basic necessities including hospitals, clean drinking water, public restrooms, and libraries in his community. David Beckham. David Beckham, one of the most well-known football players of all time, participates in numerous charities in addition to the Victoria and David Beckham Charitable Trust, the foundation he and his wife Victoria founded. He also backs vehemently a charity effort to benefit wounded army veterans coming home from Afghanistan and Iraq. Mario Balotelli. You probably didn't expect Balotelli to be on this list. Usually, when Balotelli is on the news, it is for all the wrong reasons. He is known for his bad attitude and his short temper on the field, but apparently, he is a sweetheart when he gets off the field. Considering that he donates 50% of his earnings to help the children in Africa, he is truly one of the most charitable football players in the world. Nicknamed Super Mario by his fans, he is one of the many footballers giving wages to charity. Nwankwo Kanu. Nwankwo earned widespread acclaim in the UK as a striker for Arsenal and Portsmouth. But when it came to where he wanted to change things, he decided on his native Nigeria. Kanu, one of the world's most giving soccer players, founded the Kanu Heart Foundation in Nigeria to ensure that kids with cardiac conditions got the aid they required. Over 500 children who required them have had rigorous open-heart procedures since the foundation's founding in 2000. Neymar. One of the top 3 highest-paid footballers of all time, Neymar is also unquestionably among the sport's most giving athletes. He also understands just what to do with his money. He made good use of his money by joining the long list of well-known footballers who volunteer for charitable causes. Neymar not only makes such substantial donations, but he also established his own charity, Waves for Water. The Neymar Foundation works to gather money to build safe drinking water resources for Brazilians. Along with all of those humanitarian activities, he also plans charity games and events that raise millions of euros for charitable purposes. Frederick Knute. With West Ham United, Frederick Knute began his professional career in the Premier League in 2000. He was moved to Tottenham Hotspurs in 2003 and eventually traded to Sevilla. The Knute Foundation was established by Knute in Mali immediately after he left Tottenham. Being a native of Mali, Knute wanted to support his own country, therefore he used the foundation as a vehicle to aid the inhabitants of Mali. There, he successfully constructed Sakina, a children's village where orphans and vulnerable kids will be cared for. The children have access to medical services and sporting facilities in the village. Samuel Eto'o. We have to talk about Samuel Eto'o as the next player on our list of the most generous football players in the world. Samuel Eto'o has played professional soccer for more than 20 years. He began his professional career in 1997 with Real Madrid. Eto'o's tumultuous football career has contributed to his profound awareness of how underdeveloped some regions of the world are. Eto'o has focused on Cameroon, his own nation, like many other football players that made the list of the world's most generous athletes. The charitable athlete has been able to provide orphans with clothing, food, toys, and education thanks to his foundation. Iker Casillas. Considered one of the best ever goalies worldwide, Iker Casillas is also one of the most charitable football players in the world. In 2011, he was chosen to be the Goodwill Ambassador of one of the development programs of the United Nations. Casillas was involved with the program to advocate for the rights of the children everywhere while also fighting poverty among children. In addition to his work as part of the program, Casillas also donates money to needy Spanish families who have been hit by different crises. Kylian Mbappe. When Kylian Mbappe and the French national team won the World Cup in 2018, he was just 19 years old. Receiving a check for £265,000 is a significant event for a teen. But Mbappe shocked everyone when he gave away the entire sum to charity, securing his place as one of the world's most philanthropic football players. Mbappe contributed his entire 2017 salary to a cause he supported. This non-profit organization emphasized raising awareness of impairments and offered assistance and services to those dealing with various disabilities. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy our video and let us know in comment section what you think about those football players. And do you know other players are most charitable? And for sure, don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and without a doubt ring the bell for more.